Is the UK facing a second surge of coronavirus? The latest data out from the government suggests, well, it looks pretty worrying. 938 cases, rising to the highest level since early July. And if you look at it as a percentage of the population, well, here's what you see. You can see confirmed COVID-19 cases per 100,000 of the population, up to the highest level in around a month, just over a month, actually. But here's the thing. Over that period, the number of tests that have been carried out has also gone up by about 22%. And the more you test, the more likely you are potentially to get positive results. So what we really want to do is not just look at that line, which is as a percentage of the population, but look at a different line as a percentage of the tests carried out. And you can see similar but subtly different. Rather than kind of going up to the highest level since July, it's been broadly flat for most of July. So you look at it this way, crucially, as a percentage of tests, you aren't seeing a massive surge. But clearly there are hotspots across the country, and let's look at a few of them. This map just shows you different local authorities in England, and the darker the area, the higher the level of COVID-19 that has been detected there. So let's zoom in and look at Leicester, over 100 cases per 100,000. And then around Manchester, you can see Blackburn, 147, the highest level there. Bradford, Oldham as well. And interestingly, actually, south and the southwest in Swindon, we're also seeing a rise. So 67 cases per 100,000 in Swindon. So are these real problems? Well, let's have a look at them on a chart and you get a pretty good sense of that. So this line shows you England, across England, cases per 100,000 of the population. And have a look at Leicester. It's an enormous increase in comparison with the rest of England. Similar story in Blackburn. That's now up, although Leicester's come down. Blackburn's risen slightly higher. And then Oldham and then Swindon. There it is. So Swindon's starting to rise. But I suppose the question is, are these because testing has increased, or are they genuine surges? And the short answer is we don't really know, because the government doesn't release testing data, how many tests have been carried out for each of these local authorities. It's one of the many problems with the testing data, which means we don't have a full sense of what's really going on in these hotspots, nor do we have a sense that track and trace is beginning to work properly. Sage says that there needs to be about 80% compliance. So 80% of the contacts that someone who gets COVID-19 and passes those contact details on, 80% of them self-isolate. Now, in the first few weeks of track and trace, they did meet that target, but in the last few weeks, they haven't. So concerns with track and trace and concerns with the level of the data we're getting on testing as well.